The internet's a little slow. And we are back. I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? There's nobody here yet. I told the internet's fucked right there, too. I don't know what's up with that. I got one bar. Can you hear me? Can you hear me good? I got one watching. That's me. We're back with another outstanding episode. A little late tonight, guys. Little late. Watch the great ass, right? Ooh, fucking beautiful, dude. Like fucking 30-point win. Today, my local comedian and guy I just met for the first time tonight. I'm talking to County Groups, Mr. Kevin Morrison. What's going on, buddy?
Good, man. How about you? What's happening?
I'm chilling, man. I'm hoping this it's above 1 bar here, so we don't, see how fucking grainy it is right now.
Yeah.
That's because sometimes it's fucking. Just sit there at 1 and beat. Angie in the house. What's up, Angie? Now listen.
You need a tech guy.
I know, dude. And it's funny too because I was a computer in computer information systems at Kent State.
You need a Jew. You need you could figure it out.
Dorito said reboot. Dude, it was fine months ago. I don't know what's going on, man. I'll just have to. Usually we just wait it out. And it's good to go.
I got all night, brother. I got all night. No rush.
It's never this bad. We can always go to the phone if it's fucking like this. Hold on, guys. I'm waiting to get through this stuff. That's really fucking. Look at that. You know how bad that is. Fuck, that's horrible.
We look like a sad music video from 2004.
Right? All right, so stand by, folks. Get this up on the chat now, because I don't even know if you guys can hear me. Hold on. See right there?
No.
That's supposed to be full. That's not even supposed to be there. That's there when there's a choppy connection. There you can see the choppy connection.
Okay.
But this is where you highlight all the comments. These are people here.
Oh, right.
Angie, what's up, Angie? Joe
up,
Everett's in the
people?
house. We're chilling. Angie.
Hi, Ange. What's happening?
Shredder's in the house. What up, buddy?
From the fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Crazy Ann. She's from Norway. What's up, Crazy Ann? What else you got? Dorito. He's from California. MTV type shit.
That's wild.
That 420. Sound, guys, does it sound okay? If the sound's okay, we could just keep talking and work through the video. I could still bring it up on StreamYard. Hold on. Give a thumbs down if the sounds good. Can't tell if that's Joe. All right, hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm gonna use my phone, I think. If I use my phone for this, try this, guys. So stand by. All right, hold on.
Let's do it.
Streaming test. Hold on, guys. Hold on. How's the sound? Is it sounding good? Tell me. Give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up or thumbs down. That's all I need to know. Is stand by. I'm trying to get up on the. I'll go see. It was last minute, man. I was fucking running around. Got here just in time. Well, just in time. There's no sound is good. Okay, let's keep rocking and rolling. If the sound's good, we'll rock and roll. And sorry about the graininess. I mean, with the video. So we're here with Kevin, Mr. Kevin Morrison.
Yeah.
So what's up, man? Where'd you first start out? Were you hatched? Do you like a fucking platypus? What you do?
Yeah, crawled out of a straight like it. Just came in ready to get it. You know what I mean? Came in hot. A couple people say poured acid on me at birth, and they just decided to let it ride. You know what I mean? It was a roll of the dice. No, I was born in Berg Heights. Lived in Ohio my whole life. Sad existence, I know, and moved around a bit. But yeah, west side, Cleveland, east side of Cleveland. No, always west side, never east side.
Right, the west side. If you're from the west side,
you live and die on the west side.
You do, and you go across. I'm gonna try. This is driving me up a wall. This is stand by, guys. Hold on. Fuck, man. Messaging me. Blah, 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 blah. All right. Stand by. some reason I lost StreamYard on my phone, which is weird. It's connecting. Hold on. The destination was reconnected. You're good to go.
Technical difficulties.
Well, this is just how it goes, man. And fucking God damn it. This is ridiculous. I'm sitting out in the garage talking to somebody. How is this ridiculous? Serenity now, boys. Hold on, man. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I know what I'll do. I'll just myself and fucking go like that.
There you
Stand by, fellas.
Fellas and ladies.
And ladies, it's true. There's a lot of ladies watching the show.
A couple of them days.
All right.
We don't discriminate.
People sometimes ask, why is it called square table when this is a rectangular table? This started as a square table, and then we
love all shapes.
Yeah, so we just came up with expanded the table when the show got bigger. Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's still greeny as fuck up there.
A room with one big fucking table in it.
I think so. There's a giant table on this side. Hold on, guys. I know, guys. Hold on. Muting. I'm trying to get it up on my phone here, guys. So hold on. Once I enter the studio, I'm going to put this one on mute. Go to the phone here. Okay. So hold on.
Crazy. I look ugly in 1080p.
Whoa.
Look even ugly in 80.
This way. Oh, I know. There we go. All right. This is seriously a lot of work for. See if that works. If that works. We gotta get both of us on here. About from here. God damn it. No. I really hate it sometimes. Can you guys hear me? All right. That should work. If I can't hear it, 1080 pixels now. Anyway, all right. We're getting this one back. Hold on. Start my remove from studio. Sorry, it was me. I think it's good now. The things are gone. Second, let's see. They can hear us now. They can hear us.
Okay, it's good.
Choppy, but I think we're good. Still choppy. What the fuck? It went back. God damn it, man. We got fucking 15 people watching, bro. Listen, guys, fucking I'm gonna have to do this again. Looks a little better too. Well, we'll keep it for right now, and we'll just keep going. If it fucks up, man, it's just the nature of it. If the video is fucked up, this is really gonna piss me off. They can hear me. Everybody out there says they can hear me. This goes with life to you. All right. Go big there. You'll see us there. No, let's turn this. Right there. Is that good? You guys hear us? Is that one good? Give me a thumbs up. Go to sleep. Gotta go. Kevin says gotta go to sleep now. Sorry, brother. It happens. Well, he's out in the over in Northern Ireland. Is that better?
Ooh, sleeps of the week. Also, shout out to the Irish.
Oh yeah. All right, let's see.
My people.
I think that's better. Can you guys hear us? Give me a thumbs up if we can hear. They can hear us. Okay, cool. So we're muted on StreamYard here, but we're looking at my phone because my fucking computer's ghetto as shit. I know it's probably working now. Like I bet you this one right here. I bet you that's working. Watch, just go up there.
Here you go.
It takes 5 seconds.
Oh,
No, it's not. It's not that good. Look at that. It's fucked up. Still fucked up. Go back to that one. All right, we'll stay with this one, guys. All right. Sorry about that. Gotta remember to look at the right one over there, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
That'd be the one.
All right. So as always, I'm your host, Joey Edibles. Hopefully the sound's working on that one. I don't know. Does it sound good? Does it sound good out there? Hey, you got 11 minutes in. Nobody's gonna watch the fucking show because the sound's fucking fucked up. It is what it is, bro. So I'm here with Kevin, and he just said he was born in Middleburg Heights.
Yes, sir.
Now, when did you leave Middleburg Heights?
Let's see. All right, I'll give you a quick rundown. Born in Middleburg, lived in North Olmsted till I was 3, where we're at right now. From North Olmsted, moved to. There you go. All right, from North Olmsted, moved to Sheffield Lake. Lived there till I was 12, 13. Sheffield, moved to Olmsted Falls. Olmsted Falls till I was 18, 19, 20-ish, something like that. Moved back to North Olmsted. Then North Olmsted to Strongsville. Then Strongsville to Berea.
Okay.
From Berea to Parma.
Okay.
So I'm all over the road. I'm all over the place. But all west side of Cleveland.
Okay. So when did you graduate high school?
Class of 2012, barely by the skin of my fucking teeth. It was bad.
So 2012, you said?
Yeah, 2012 is when I graduated high school.
Okay, so you're a young buck. You're a young buck. You're as old as my daughter. My stepdaughter, she's, I think, the same age, 24. You're born 97 or 98, right?
94.
You're born 94.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm 28.
All right, maybe that's a little off there. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because it was, God, okay. Man, time's just flying. I'm losing track of time, guys. Is the echo good? Does it sound good? Give me a mic. Give me a thumbs up if it sounds good, guys. Now listen here. Kevin's gonna do shots. If you guys got super chats, he's got a Ravens cup, bro.
Yes, sir.
So he's got a Ravens cup here, a Ravens shot glass, and we got Tito's. If you give him money, he'll do a shot of Tito's.
I'm on my 11th beer, so if I do any shots away here, there's a high chance I'll do, which I'll do what I can for money. So.
Right. So come in with the super chats, and we got Cuervo too. If I'll tell you what, if you donate $10 or more, he'll do Tito's. $20 or more, we'll do some Cuervo. If you do $100, he'll do a fucking shot of maybe I ran over with that with the Everclear. He'll do it. He says if you donate $100, he'll do an Everclear.
$100, I'll do it.
An Everclear. Yeah, he does look like Lep a little bit, Cody. He does a little bit. We got this guy in the community. His name's
I look like who?
There's this guy named Lep. He has a big beard. There's a lot of guys on YouTube got beards, bro. Lots.
I don't know. It wasn't a thing that I was like, I want to do it to look like somebody. I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking shave.
It's weird because like peak beard I think was like 5-6 years ago, and then just keep going and going and going, and more people get beards. I don't like, and I know this is kind of weird because I got it right now, but like from here back, I usually don't like having hair on. You got your whole thing going. You trim it obviously. It's cut and it's lined up.
I try to keep it well kept. I don't want to look like I'm fucking standing on 480 and just begging for change for a living. Try not to anyway. I can't help if I do, but I try not to. Yeah, no.
Oh, we got a question from Shred. He says, "Do you have any children?"
No, working on one. I'll adopt you if you'd like. Donate $100 and I'll adopt you right now. Sign the papers.
Wow. Okay. So there you go. Serge has a big beard. Serge did see his little avatar there. He's got a fucking massive beard. His beard probably.
That looks like one of my children. Yeah, absolutely.
No, he's 28. He's not 24. He's not 24. Cody says he's a Ravens fan. He's got to be an all right guy.
Hell yeah, Cody. That's my boy.
Cody's out in Seattle, I think, right? Seattle or Portland? Well, Oregon, I think. I think he's in Oregon.
Okay. He doesn't root for the Seahawks?
No, he just likes the I'm sure you actually who do you root for, Cody? I can't remember. Who Cody roots for. Well, let's get into it. How did you root for the Ravens? He just did the Browns disappoint so much you just said fuck it, or what was up with that?
I gotta be honest, if I'm being super candid, yeah, that's part of it. Mostly though, I mean, being born in '94, Browns didn't exist, and I gotta be honest, there was so many times in my childhood, Browns would play a 1 o'clock game. My dad would be so fucking pissed off that I had a lot of bedtimes by 5 p.m. on a Sunday, which is terrible. So I just grew up with it in my mind of like, I'm not gonna root for this fucking team. I actually used to I would joke with my dad that I would root for the Steelers. I was never a Steelers fan ever, but just to piss my dad off,
Right.
I would fuck with him. I'd be like, you know what? Yeah, go Steelers. God damn it. He would freak out. But no, I mean, growing up in the early 2000s, man, the Ravens team. But I've always been an AFC guy. Always been an AFC guy. Always loved our division because I truly think it's the best division of fucking football.
It's the funnest for sure.
I mean, absolutely. The rivalry's deep. The lore of it. If you want to be a geek, it's cool. Our division is the best. I don't care.
It used to go back to the old AFC Central back when it was the Oilers, Browns, Steelers, and Bengals. That was only 14 divisional league back.
Yeah, and it's I don't know, man. It's deep history. It's cool, but I mean, it was just that was the team that I fell in love with, and it's like I've always had that for them. I mean, from the fucking inception to right now, what they're doing.
They got great management. I mean, as a Browns fan, obviously. For those who don't know what happened, we got to break it down because a lot of people don't.
Let's do a history lesson.
A lot of people don't know the history. It's kind of old now. It really is. That was the '90s, man. So the Browns were founded in 1946, and 1950. They were in a league called the All-American Football Conference. They were so good they had to shut the league down. That's not to suspect. You can look it up. The old Browns were 46-3 or some shit. Won. It was ridiculous. So they came to the NFL in 1950. Won a championship in the first league. 1966, the NFL National Football League merged with the AFL, the American Football League, to have what is right now. It's called the National Football League. And they had the Super Bowl. But in 1995, the Browns moved to Baltimore. We got an expansion team in '99. So, like he's saying, he was born in '94. There was no team in '95, '96,
there was
96.
no Cleveland team to root for.
And when the team came back, they were very bad. When I say very bad, they were like otherworldly bad, and they really haven't caught up since.
Terrible.
And they've lost a lot of younger fans, like this guy over here.
Hey, don't kid yourself, though. There's still a lot on the fucking bandwagon ready to go.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's like anything with sports. What's up, Robert, Miss Piggy, everybody? Chilling. Carla's in the house, too, as well. Dorito says, go Dodgers. I don't know. Dodgers got a lot of money. Fall baseball?
Used to. I think the last game that I really watched was probably like 2016, 2017.
Okay.
Right before we were getting into the World Series, or we were about to, and then we lost. And that's when I finally, I gave up the baseball. I couldn't do it no more. Could not do it. Yeah, no, I used to be a big baseball fan back in the fucking day. Used to. Easy, buddy. Don't stroke out on me. We're live to you.
Just part of the shit.
I know CPR. We'll be all right.
The early shows, I used to cough the whole show. I get feedback like, bro, you got to quit smoking so much because you be coughing the whole show. Then Trump tried to buy football back in the day. Trump owned a team in the USFL. Now, the USFL came into existence in 1983. Trump owned a team called the New Jersey Generals. Interesting fact, a young running back out of the University of Georgia named Herschel Walker was on the 1984 Washington Generals. And he did pretty good in the league. The league folded. He settled for like $1.
Like everything else that he's ever fucking touched.
Right.
That dude has had zero skills fucking go through for him. Wow. It is crazy. Not to get political, I'm sorry, but
you're fine, brother. You are fine.
Has this fucking tank.
Well, the vodka, the football team, the Trump University,
Steaks, college. Yeah.
The vodka really was funny to me because he doesn't even drink.
No, his brother died. His brother was
Yeah, his brother Fred.
Yep.
That was fucked. Yeah, if you ever want a rabbit hole, read about how they tried to cut Fred out to Will. It's kind of fun.
Oh, yeah, dude. Every rich family has that. Every rich family has a fuck up. Jimmy Carter's brother, Billy Beard.
Billy Beard.
Yep. You have fucking the Kennedys. The one girl was mentally handicapped, like severely. They gave her a lobotomy. They talk about it. They have like museums. They do the typical rich shit. They're like, well, we'll name it library.
Ted Kennedy killed a guy. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
What was that scandal called? One of your older guys, what was that called? It was in the 80s? Like, was it 1980?
Yeah, early 80s.
Went to Pawtucket. God damn, what was that called?
I don't remember, but I know what you're fucking talking about.
We're going down a fucking rabbit hole. We'll talk about Tate Kennedy. But yeah, that was a wild one. They covered that up.
Yeah.
If we start talking about that, then people start talking about Hillary conspiracy. So let's you know how that goes. You know how that goes. Yeah, they kill the people they don't want, is what they say.
Yeah. They haven't got me yet. They can keep trying.
So where'd you go to high school, bro?
Graduated in 2012. Went to Olmsted Falls.
Okay.
From middle school. And so, like I said, skin of the teeth. I had a graduating class of 252. I graduated at 251. Like, I was the second to last.
Hey, you graduated.
I don't know if you remember, like, when you get that fucking paperwork.
Yeah, I was like 54 out of 125, something like that.
It was right. I was 251. I was the 251st out of 252. It was that bad.
So did you just not go to class? Did you cuddle the time? What's the deal here?
No. I went. I just didn't give a fuck.
Okay.
I just couldn't.
Okay.
I just didn't one of those things. I was like, I can't be found.
The homework what was it? Was it the structure, the homework, trying to stay awake, which combination, all of the things? What do you think?
All of it. I loved weed. I also was like, I'm not doing any homework. My time is my time. My time was spent at the skate park or with my lady. Time was my now wife. Fun fact, we had this like ombudsman. I don't know if you ever heard of that. But it's basically like they send all the degenerates.
My daughter went to that.
yeah, they send. Sorry. They send the degenerates there. They're like, listen, this is your last fucking chance. This last chance you for high school age children who don't play sports. And they sent me there, and literally they were like, listen, you have to go home. You have to log into this shit. If you have any hope, prayer, or chance of graduating at all, getting any sort of diploma from us, you have to do the shit at home. So the one night, like my girlfriend at the time comes over. We must have stayed up for like 6 fucking hours just doing homework, just doing bullshit. You know, what's the quadratic formula? All that. Like, she's doing my shit. I'm fucking off. I'm playing video games. She's in the back doing my shit. I knew it. I was just like, I don't care. I did not care. I had no care. It was bad. It was very bad. Stay in fucking school, get your diploma. Do not go to ombuds. Just fucking do the homework. Take an hour of your fucking time, hour of your precious teenage time, get off TikTok, do the fucking homework, help yourself, please. You don't want to grow up to be like me or in my situation at all.
You know what's funny about Budsman is that I remember the homework they used to give Kayla, my stepdaughter thing. Mm-hmm. And it was like just such simple shit. I'm like, how the fuck are you getting an actual diploma from this school? It says North Olmsted High School on it, but you didn't have to fucking work. Like, what's the deal with this, man?
That's my favorite thing about it. It's like, well, what the fuck is the difference? And if you ask anybody my age, your age, or in between anything, do you remember half the shit from high school? Was it important at all? Was it learned knowledge that you use on a daily basis? Absolutely.
No, that's my college too. Honestly, college too. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, if you want to go that far, yeah.
I was a computer information systems major at Kent State, and I mean, I work on a computer. I mean, so I guess there's some relevance there, but like, I don't know all the stuff. Like, we took classes on programming languages and fucking this and that. I don't remember any of that shit.
Right, it's out the window.
Right. Same thing with algebra. I mean, you take those algebra classes back then. And anybody always joke about the what is it, the Pythagorean theorem? Does anybody remember that? Was it a squared plus b squared equals c squared? What about the slope intercept form and the point slope form? Do you remember that?
Y equals mx plus b.
See, my man remembers it. Some of you guys out there might not remember it.
And that's a bitch, because I retained the shit, but it's just so useless to me that I didn't give a fuck. I was like, well, I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to use it. It's not happening.
Right. You're like, fuck this shit. I'm not even doing it. So you graduate high school, got out of Budsman.
Yeah.
Where'd you go? What'd you do? Would you go to any thoughts of joining the service? You going to college? What happened with you?
Okay. So I wanted to join the service, but at the time, a lot of pushback from the girlfriend. She's like, you can't leave. You know, you go, you're never going to come back, blah, blah, blah. I wanted to go into the Navy. I don't know why. I like family lineage. Like, I have a couple family members that were in the Navy and shit. Right. And I actually called up a recruiter the one day, and I was haggling with the recruiter. I shit you not. I called him up. I said, listen, I'm scared to fly. And he's like, well, what do you mean? I was like, I'm scared to fly. I go, so listen, here's the deal. I go, I'll come up. I'll sign all the paperwork you need right now. I go, I know when you send me off to boot camp, it's going to be in Chicago. Let me drive to Chicago. It's a 6-hour drive.
Yeah, you can't do that.
No, and that's what he's like, what? I was like, yeah. I was like, listen, I will meet you guys there. Whatever you guys get on the plane, that's fine. Let me drive to Chicago. I'll meet you guys there, and then we can proceed from there. And he's like, what in the fuck are you talking? He thought it was a prank call. He thought I was fucking with him. I was like, no, I'm dead serious. I want to be a Navy. I want to be a Navy SEAL, but right now I'm scared to fly. I go, once you have me, though, once I send all this paperwork, I'm that boot. I can't tell you no. So what's the difference? And he's just like, listen, kid. He's like, I don't know if you're fucking with me or not. If you're being serious, you can go and get therapy. You can get flight therapy and not be scared of it. And then you come and join. You sign up and come talk to me. So that never happened. But no, I went to work, man. I went to work. I worked at a gas station right up the road from you. Worked there for 3 or 4 years. I worked construction on the side, got into construction full time.
Okay.
And now that's what I do now, union labor.
Okay.
Yeah, super fun. So the funny thing is, all the teachers that used to talk shit, they'd be like, "You're never gonna make it." I'm like, "I make more than you, and I'm still dumb."
Isn't it a wild world? Like everything they told you about college,
I win
in high school.
Fuck you, Mr. Johnson. Even though you choked me out for using profanity, guess what? I use profanity on the daily. I make more money than you. I have better pension insurance than you, and people pay me to come to their fucking places for business and talk shit. And I get to swear all I want. And nobody chokes me out after my sets. Awesome.
I mean, it's a wild world when you think about just like how they always tell you, go to college, do this, do that. And they always, it's like they want you to become a debt slave and to become a burden of the system. Because like, if you just, honestly, you don't even need high school. I mean, you need high school, but like, if you think about it in the grand scheme, besides people demand degrees for certain jobs, I'm talking to the wrong one. You make more. Look at the people who dropped out of college, dropped out of high school. They're making more money usually because they're a lot of people's brains aren't sit there wired to sit there just listen to regurgitated stuff all day. A lot of people just aren't wired like that. And I think what they do, especially with a lot of young boys, man, they tend to just label young boys. Oh, yes, this disorder, this, that disorder, and stuff like that. And it really hinders the development because young boys just want to be wild and punch each other and play games and chase tail and stuff like that. They want to sit there and fucking be proper like these young chicks are doing.
I know you're high because of everything you just said. No, it definitely holds true, man. It is, and that is weird. Is some people's brains don't work that way. They don't learn that way. They don't operate in that parameter. So it's like, yeah, you do have to engage at some point in a different tactic to get people on board with what you're saying or what you're trying to convey to them. And it's tough and it's definitely weird. And it's not that I didn't have it in me. It was just I couldn't get past the point of like, I either know it and I'm bored with it, or I don't give a fuck enough about this to where I think it's going to be like, I don't know. It's that function over formality for me, to where it's like, I don't really need this. You know, I don't really need this. So I see right through it and I'm just like, I'm not going to do it.
You know what's funny too is that if you get to most jobs, most of these jobs have like training manual and everything's written down what you got to do.
Right.
Most of these jobs you don't even need school for if you think about it. I mean,
most times no. It's that resume stuffer, the resume filler, if you will, to where it's like, yeah, no, you need the fucking X amount of years of this and 3 years and then 5. Why? If I can do the job just as good as anybody else, I don't need the other shit. Doesn't matter.
You really don't.
Or you train me, bring back apprenticeship programs for most jobs. Most jobs, if you were talking like early history, it was all through apprenticeships. Nobody knew how to do this shit. You just showed it to me like, this is what I want to do. And you follow the guy around, gal around, and did the thing that they did for X amount of time. You picked it up or you didn't. And that was that. And you went about your fucking day.
Yeah, you
could bring that back and it would be no harm, no foul.
They need to, dude, because what they've done is they've created this elite ruling class. And you got all these peons. Look at every place in town's hiring. It's no secret. And why they're hiring? Because they're not paying anything.
Sure.
It's a capitalist society, so you're going to pay people minimum wage. Whatever the legal bare minimum is you can get away with people paying and still running your business, you're going to do. Yeah. I was just up at the Dollar General the other day. Those guys that worked to death. Homeboy said he was working like 20. He was up for 27 straight hours. I can tell he's falling asleep. He's like, there's just 4 of us in the store. You know, we're working insane hours. I can't get nobody to work. No. It's not any result of, see ya, Henry, take it easy, buddy. Same as Cody, if you're still out there. Yeah, so it's like, it's just not a sustainable thing, man. I think in the next several years, we're going to see a huge shift. I've heard the term the Great Reset, and I really like that term because we need to reset how we think about just how we take care of people, how we think about healthcare, paying people. And no, I'm not saying we need to go socialism. I know people hate that S word, but I mean, the most popular programs in America are all socialist programs. It's undeniable. Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security, all very popular programs, VA programs, shit like that, all, socialized medicine, socialized stuff.
Well, they're there for good reason.
Exactly.
I think that's the big factor of it.
Uh-oh, we got a shot.
Oh, shit.
Miss Piggy did it, and I'll do some weed, too. So take a Cuervo. He's going to do the Cuervo, guys. He's going to do the Cuervo. Here we go.
Fuck. Okay. For you. You're doing it.
Thank you much, Miss Piggy.
Thank you. Brandon's gang represent. We're doing it.
Was that bottle fresh? It might be the first shot out of that bottle.
It is.
And I'm doing these are s'mores cups.
Yeah.
These are so good, dude. They're edibles. And it's like
what milligram? What do we do?
These are 20s.
That looks like a fucking Reese's cup.
It is, dude.
Abortion.
So
what is going on?
These are so good, dude. Oh, so good. All right.
I'm on my 11th beer of the night, so.
He's getting fucked up, guys. Cheers, everybody.
We're doing it.
On the hash. He did it. Nice. Drinking the expired tequila. No, I do that too. I don't do shots anymore, but like toast on the table.
Especially with tequila, it's like it's porn. You have to.
Prior to the mid-90s, or prior to the 2000s. Wait, did somebody else donate? If I have a shot and Chadio tipped that too. Like Chadio tipped? I didn't see Chadio super chat. Hold on.
Oh, Jesus.
Chadio did super chat. I did not see that.
We just scroll up and see it's like 200.
All right. Well, it'll pop up top.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah, I didn't see Chadio's super chat yet. Wait, hold on. Where am I going? I wanted to go back to the one comment here. Al Shutter says, in reality, you always need a mechanic, dentist, plumber, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, the thing with the CDLs, though, a lot of people push the CDL.
In the state of Ohio, you have to go to school now. You don't take
really?
CDL, yes, sir. You know how much it's going to cost? From what I've heard, it's 10K.
Jesus. Yeah, the whatchamacallit, it's our 55th in Ohio Driving School, I think it's called, something like that. I think it's around 55th. Northeast Ohio Driving School, something like that. But yeah, it's the thing I don't like about the fucking CDLs though is that they test for weed, obviously. But man, they keep such a strict schedule.
Yeah, you have to.
It's crazy though. Those guys are burned to death.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they never see women. They're always away from their families. Even if you're a city driver, it's still just a fucking. I don't like the existence, man.
That was my old man, dude. He was LTD, which was for LTL. Less than a truckload.
We got another super chat.
Jesus.
From Cody.
Damn it.
Oh, Chatty will re-up his membership, so you gotta do 2 shots.
Fuck. All right.
I'll do 2 weed things here as well. Cody, you're the man, brother.
Jesus Christ, dude. Let the first one kick in. You're fucking wild, man.
All right, so I'll do 2 gummies. Not gummies. These are cups. So I'm about to be fucking stupid as shit.
The Uber that picks me up from your house is gonna fucking hate me. That's all I can say. All right.
There's 1.
Uno.
Cheers, everybody. Is that rough?
Ooh. It is when you've had fucking 11 beers. Jesus.
You didn't seem that drunk. You didn't seem buzzed really.
No, I hold it well. I'm a piece of shit. Oh, good God.
Shutter says the CDL is like a bachelor's degree. Some driver jobs. That's true. You gotta get a good union. Rattle Trap, what's up, buddy? Let me see you in a minute. How's it going, man? Really good channel out there, Rattle Trap Fishing. He used to go live all the time. Let me know if you're still going live, brother. I haven't seen you live in a minute. I'll hop over there if you're going live. It's getting hot in here with all these fucking gummies. I'm getting hot.
Yeah, I believe it, dude. We're both gonna stroke out by the end of this fucking podcast.
Fuck it is what it is, bro. Yeah, the party never stops, Serge. You can't stop the party. It's like this. People are like, oh, I don't stop the party. Why would you stop the party? The party keeps going. Yeah. There's no need to stop it.
So, back to what we were talking about, jobs and shit like that. Yeah, a lot of it. If you're talking non-union job, if you're talking a corporate gig, whatever, anything like that, you have to have X amount of schooling. Half of it is bullshit. You don't really need it. You can get into that job. They should have an entry-level job. Somebody on that job to train you to do that job. If you're talking union job, you have apprenticeship. However, a lot of states aren't union anymore. That's a problem. So you have to work your ass off harder than what you would in a union, to do either twice the amount of work in half of the pay, which is terrible. No benefits, no insurance, no nothing. So you're working your ass off for nothing. You're literally killing your own body for half of what somebody else is making. And then on top of that, if you go for, okay, let's say not a labor-intensive job, truck driving. Without trucks, everything you've ever seen in a store, anything you have ever bought off of a shelf, it was brought to you by a truck.
Yes, sir.
And before it was on the truck, it was at a train. Before it was on, or after it was on the train, before it was on the truck, it was at a shipyard. These people aren't getting fucking paid. Nope. Nobody's getting paid the amount of money. They even said inflation right now. Inflation is the direct result of CEO profits skyrocketing.
Oh, yeah.
Before and during the pandemic.
Oh, yeah. You can look at the numbers. Numbers don't lie. I mean, we could sit there, say all day, oh, this person was lazy. Are some people lazy? Sure. Am I lazier after the pandemic? Of course. Yeah. We're all a little bit thick. We reevaluate our lives after that stuff, bro.
Of course, because you realize life's too fucking short and you don't want to be punching a clock.
I lost my dad over there, right? June 2020. It's when he passed away, right at the height of the pandemic. And his his last days he was spent in isolation. And I know he was trying to call and he just wanted to get out and die in the field. He did not want to be in that hospital. What could I do? I'm not gonna fucking break my dad out. If I break my dad out, the healthcare is gone. They can't take care of me. Dies early. I look like a piece of shit. Yeah. It put me in a hard spot. At the end of the day, he's probably gonna die because of cancer anyways. But I mean, it was so fucking just the way. I don't know how I got in that tangent from what we were talking about. But reevaluating real life. Yeah, after the pandemic, bro, you just have to. I mean, life's too short. The older you get, the smaller the years get. I'm 45, you're 28. And I was 28 once. When I was 28, I wasn't even married, bro. I was still in the service. I was in, taking all kinds of military trips, getting drunk and shit, having fun.
No, you weren't chasing the pay raise?
Well, I was blessed because, I've always had a good, being in the service was the best thing I ever did, bro. It really was. Because, there was always extra money. If I ever needed something, I could just go on a trip or do something military related. Oh, yeah, I'll go here for a week or whatever.
Sure.
And I'd pay a decent amount of money. And then once I graduated college, I was like, this is great money on these trips. Dude, I was in Phoenix. I was getting like $5,000 a month just for being down there. That's after taxes, bro. And I paid off all my credit cards and everything. It was ridiculous. I made a lot of money on that trip. Oh, yeah. And then with the GI Bill and the GI Bill kicker and everything else, I made a lot. We are about to get into the comedy here. I did say local Kevin comedian. So when did you first get into comedy? Or let's go back further. When you were growing up, okay. Who were your earliest memories of stand up and were they current guys? Were they older guys? When was your first introduction to comedy, that kind of shit?
Good mixture of both. My parents weren't well off, but they were well off enough to spoil me with the TV in my room. And any time that I had fallen asleep or had to go into my room to go to sleep, I went from Comedy Central. I was, or Cartoon Network to Comedy Central, because I want to see, comics. And I cannot tell you how many fucking Comedy Central presents that I had watched. I mean, I was obsessed. I was absolutely fucking hooked from the rip. I can't tell you how many times I've fallen asleep to Steve Byrne, to Bill Burr, to George Carlin, anybody. And the list goes on. There's so many great comics that I remember watching as a kid that are still doing it now. They're either crushing it now or they're one of those comics right now that are coming up and they're making their namesake. But I loved it, man. I loved it. And I knew then, I was like, that's what I wanted, but it took, to circle back, Jen Paxi, whatever the fuck her name was, to circle back to that was, realizing during the pandemic, it's I'm fucking 27 years old. This is something I've always wanted to do. Why the fuck haven't I done it?
Okay.
And so I started during the pandemic, the second year of, when we were, Ohio's a sketchy state. So we were coming out of it, but not really, you know what I mean? we're showing up to the bars to get wasted and kill our livers and smoke, but also we're wearing our mask inside. So, you know, it was a give and take. But I was showing up and I was doing shows. So yeah, I'm a year and a half deep, coming up on 2 years. March 18th is my date.
Okay.
March 18th of 2020.
2020. So that was your first show. You did the first show right before the pandemic, then? Or March 18th, 2021.
Right here. Yeah. Yeah, it must have been 2021.
Okay. Yeah, because we did. Oh, I started stand up in 17, and I would just do like. It was funny, dude. My first open mic. I did a short about this, but my first open mic was at a place called Comedy Cabin. It's the East End Bar in Lakewood.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it's called now. I think it's called like Bill Squire's Comedy Showcase. But
High Dry?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Bill Squire's a great dude. He's had me on his show. He's fucking awesome. He's killing it right now.
Bill Squire, for those who don't know, he's a local guy. He does a afternoon drive show on the rock station here, WMMS. Nice fella, really nice fella. But it was him and Cody Cooper ran that mic. But the host of that mic was Marcelo Hernandez, the guy who just got signed to Saturday Night Live.
Are you fucking serious?
Swear to God, my first open mic, Marcelo Hernandez is the host.
Wow,
yeah.
Dude, talk about fucking meet and greatness. That's crazy.
Right. So my first mic, I had Bill Squire was there, who was he's a touring comedian and on the radio. Marcelo Hernandez is there, who's on Saturday Night Live now. And fucking Mary Santora was there, who is, you know, she's the female comedian of the year, 3 years running in Ohio.
Let me tell you about Mary Santora, okay? She is one of the driving forces of me getting into comedy, nice. As well as Bill Squire, as well as Jasmine Carter, which I don't know if you're familiar with.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the Jasmine.
Okay, all right. Well, last Super Bowl, right? Mm-hmm. She was in the Google Pixel.
Okay.
Me and my best friend, we went to the Alan Cox Comedy Show tour. Mm-hmm. I can't remember what year it was. I want to say 2017. Yeah, 2017. And that was the year that Erica Lauren was leaving WMMS, and Mary Santora was coming to take her spot. Mary Santora was on the bill. Bill Squire was on the bill. And so was Jasmine Carter. And I was like, you know what? If all three of these people are doing it, and this is very weird, like one of my favorite comics, Sam Morrell, he said, he's like, you know, he got into comedy because he was looking at other comics like, well, if this motherfucker's doing it, I didn't look at that from that perspective, like, oh, this guy, I can do it better. I looked at those, I was like, yo, these are local fucking people, and they are killing it. If they can do it, why the fuck can't I go out and at least try it?
Exactly.
So shouts out to fucking Jasmine Carter, because she is fucking amazing. Me, her, and my buddy talked at least fucking 30, 45 minutes after that gig. She is a gem of a person. Shout out to Jasmine motherfucking Carter. Same thing with Mary Santora. Mary Santora is a beast. So is Bill Squire. Bill Squire has given me fucking multiple opportunities. That dude is true blue, nice as you can fucking be.
He is such a. He reminds
He's
me
a
of
fucking
the
sweetheart, dude.
He reminds me of the Stay Puft Marshmallow. He's such a nice guy. He just walks around and just dispenses good comedy advice to everybody.
Yeah, no, he will. He looks after. He's not a gatekeeper. He's gonna be that guy that looks after you. He's gonna try and take care of you, and if he sees that you have it, or you know what I mean, if you're at least hungry for it, he's gonna try and help you out, man. That's cool. That's so awesome to know that we have that in the scene.
Right. And the scene's so small in Cleveland. The comedy scene's really. What would you have a question from Miss Beach? So what type of comedian are you? So like, how would you describe your style? Are you more like a Mitch Hedberg, real deadpan? Are you like a one-liner kind of guy? What's your style? It's like, how would you describe yourself?
Trans.
You're trans?
No.
He's not trans. So sorry, guys. Sorry, you trans people out there watch the show.
I'm completely good. No, man. It's a good mixture. I had a couple punchy one-liners. I have stories. A lot of relatable material. I fuck around. I try to. It's a whole blend. It's a whole blend of things. You know what I mean? When you're up there and you only have X amount of time, you have to be able to get in where you fit in. So, I'm pretty decent at reading a room. I'll hop in. I'll conversate with the crowd a little bit. I will do material, and it all depends. Really, really, for me, the most defining thing is how much time do I have to spend? Because if I have 30 minutes to an hour, I'll go up there, I'll tell stories, I'll tell jokes, it'll be one-liners, it'll be, you know, hey, what the fuck do you do for a living? It's all over the place. But it's fun, you know what I mean? I want it to be an encapsulating moment. I want to have fun in the allotted amount of time that I have. So try to be overly accommodating to, the audience.
I got you. Now, are you more of a memorizing jokes kind of guy, or you just get up there like Chuck Booms and just fucking just say whatever? Because like my original style, I would try so hard to memorize a joke. And then the first couple times I would do it, I would read the paper. If you're a comic, don't ever read the paper. Pull out your phone and read because they don't want to hear that shit. And I would just forget everything. So I'd make the weed just kills your brain, bro. I mean, that's the one downside of weed. And say, your brain gets shut. You can't remember nothing, dude. I put my whole set on a fucking repeat when it was auto text readers, and I would just play it over and over, hoping I memorize it. I get up there still to memorize it. So like,
no, I mean I have a set list. You know what I mean? If somebody hits me up for tomorrow, I'm doing a Parma's Outlaw.
Okay.
They're a good buddy of mine, a couple of good buddies of mine actually. Teddy Bruno, Ryan Yax, and W. Scott.
Scott's been over here. I've had Scott on the show.
Scott's good dude, man.
Scott's cool. Scott's Air Force vet too.
Yeah, they're all good ass dudes. So Ryan Yax hit me up tonight actually. Wanted to know if I could do the gig. I said yeah, for sure. So Parma Alex Elias, I'm sure it's gonna be older crowd. I'm gonna have to come with material gauged for that situation.
Right.
So
right.
I'm guessing I'm gonna do 10 minutes. I have to have jokes prepared for that. Can I riff? For sure. Not a problem. But in that setting, do I want to? No. Can I? Sure. I can jump in, you know what I mean? I can fuck around on the spot, but it's a lot. Dude, 80% of the battle, at least for me, and I feel like for a lot of good comics, is you have to be able to look out in that room and see kind of off rip, what are they going to want? What do they want to hear? Who are they? You have to be able to dissect a person on the spot. You kind of got to know what they want and kind of cater to it. Because if I go up and I just do the same 10 minutes here, there, and everywhere, and, have kind of this reckless abandonment for who the fuck I'm talking to, it's going to show.
It's a great fucking outlook right there. It's actually a perfect outlook if I would opine on it. Because, like, so many of these people, this is a perfect segue to, like, I always ask about quote-unquote woke comedy. And, like, people just, you got to read the room, man. You really do. If you got a room full of fucking older people, you might want to tell some pro-Trump jokes every now and then. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is. Even if you're not, be like, you don't have to say, "Oh, Trump's a great man." Just
it's not even that. It's not even that. It's you have to have the approach of to where you can address them in a fashion to where they are going to respect it. But at the end of the day, you have to be funny.
Oh, yeah, bottom line, you're there to make them laugh,
you're there to make them laugh.
And there's nothing to help you. There's no background music. There's no fucking guitar player. Right. There's no dancers. It's just you and a microphone and no sound. Just you talking.
Yeah, you're not doing a speaking. You know what I'm saying? You're not there to get them on your side with ideology. You're there to make them laugh with your ideology.
They want to forget the troubles of the day and laugh.
Exactly.
And they don't want to bring up troubles. They don't.
And if you do, that's fine, but make it funny, make it relatable. Yes. Bring it into something like I have jokes about my dad passing. You know what I mean? It's a dark subject to touch on, but at the same time, it's something that most people experience.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to be able to, not only to bring up a dark subject, but you have to make that fucking funny. You have to make it relatable. You have to come through and just bring it home. Because if not, then you're just up there talking, and granted, don't get me wrong, there's people that will go up there with premises and everything like that. It doesn't matter. Have a fucking punchline. Have a punchline for whatever you're going to address. Whatever subject that you're talking on, don't go up there and just be like, I'm here to talk about. If that's the case, run for fucking 7. Nobody gives a fuck about whatever you believe in. make me laugh. That's that. At the end of the day, nothing fucking matters. Make them laugh, and that's funny too with a lot of shit nowadays. Oh, like I have people ask me like, oh, it's got to be dicey. It's got to be dicey out there. You can't just talk about anything. No, I can talk about whatever the fuck I want. I just have to make it funny.
Yeah, it's all about delivery too. I mean, it's timing as well. I mean,
it's timing, it's delivery, it's reading the room, it's going in, it's writing a solid joke. You got to cut the fat. It's word economy. You can't go up there and just fucking bullshit for fucking. You have a 7-minute set. If you're gonna do one joke on one topic, pick any topic in the world. Cars. Okay, fine. I'll talk about cars for 7 fucking minutes. Guess what? I better have at least 19 punchlines in 7 minutes.
Fucking A.
You know what I mean? If I'm going to talk about one thing, I can't just be up there and I have one punchline at the end. Guess what? That punchline better be the hardest motherfucking punch you ever felt. And at the end of that joke, you better want to. It better be so funny that you want to fucking puke. You know what I mean? You cannot go up there and just be like, "Whoa, how about the troops? Isn't that fun?" Like, no, like, shut the fuck up. Get out of here.
Who supports the troops, man? Who supports the troops? Woo!
Right. It's
cheap laughs, whatever. I'm done with it. I mean, you get up there all day and do the whole thing. Let's put your hands together for your wait staff.
Where's the wait staff? Shouts out to the single ladies. Like, you're gonna look like an ass. Like it's stupid, dude. You need fucking jokes. You need jokes. And that's fine. Like I said, if you can rip, that's cool. If you got one-liners, that's great. If you have stories, that's cool. But at the same time, you better put that shit tight. You better tie it up with a bow at the end. That's all it is. That's all it is.
So what's your opinion on, I always ask this too, on like mental illness in comedy? For example, I mean, obviously most comics are ill. Nobody wants to hear somebody who's got their life together.
I'm happy you said obvious.
But it's like this. I think some people, the self-deprecating stuff really gets me. I think a lot of comics stuck in that cycle of where they'll make a joke about themselves.
Speaking of which, I feel like I'm not the camera.
They'll start believing the shit they say. They'll be like, all right, I know what you're thinking. A dumpster fire fucked pile of puke, and then there's my face, and they start believing that they're bad or that they, you know what I mean? And I think some guys will dress to just for laughs and not really dress the part. Like, and I know it's stand-up comedy. It's not a fucking, formal event. It's not like it's a, Toastmasters with Obama or some shit. But like, I mean, I see half these guys come over there in Crocs, sweatpants, and a fucking t-shirt. It's like, I don't know. What do you think about that?
I'm sorry, that question.
Yeah, I did kind of ramble. What do you think about with people taking the self-deprecating stuff to heart? Do you think people do that too much? Did you do that at all? You know what I'm talking about?
I self-deprecate for sure. I self-deprecate, but I keep it short and simple. Some of my best one-liners are self-deprecation. But I'm sorry, I'm still a little lost. Like, do you
think that harms people if they?
Yeah,
do you think a lot of comics, maybe not necessarily us, but like a lot of people, I think, take that home with them and really start to live the lifestyle to where they think they can get more jokes as opposed to living a better lifestyle. Like,
no, I mean, I don't know. All right, okay. So yes, most comics for sure. There's a mental illness there. Most good comics, if I'm being 100% honest. Yeah, there's a mental illness. We are on stage asking for validation from strangers for a reason, and it's not a good reason. I'm being 100% honest. But yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. I joke around. I fuck around with how I look or how I might come off. I mean, fuck. I have 5 minutes worth of I look racist. Am I racist? Absolutely not. No, not in the slightest bit. I have friends of fucking color of every shade that you can pick out of a color book and swatch at a Sears Hardware. I don't care. But I guess if you were to, I don't know. I guess if you were to go on and just do 10 minutes and really believe the shit that you're saying of, I'm this, I'm that, I'm whatever. I don't know. I mean, first off, it depends on how funny the joke is.
True.
It depends on how hard it hits home. Once again, I'm up there. I'm talking. Yeah, I look racist. Well, yeah, duh. I'm a bald white guy with a big fucking beard. It's an obvious fucking punch. But at the same time, it's also, comics Comics will see it as that's lazy joke writing because it's an easy, quick laugh. Because it's going to be something that gets people on board. Because it's something that you're addressing the elephant in the room.
It's a good icebreaker, though. It's a good icebreaker.
Of course, exactly. That's why it's the opening joke, whatever. But do I go home and believe it and beat myself up over it? Absolutely not. Do some people? I'm sure they do. Hopefully not. Hopefully they just know it's a joke. We're all here to provide entertainment. I'm not going to ever hit a stage and quote unquote bare my heart and say, oh, some terrible thing, and then also hold that to my own merit and be like, yeah, no, that is me. Like, no.
I've seen some comics do that.
I'm here for jokes.
I've seen some people
and these
do
people
that.
are here for the ha-has. Like
Mary actually did that. There was a show. They'd been. I'll have to look it up, but
hold on. Bearing your heart is one thing. Bearing your heart and telling your truth and all that shit, that's one thing. But to come out with an easy, susceptible laugh is another.
Oh yeah.
So let me separate the two entirely. But
down the lines of bearing that heart thing, though, Mary, I think her dad had just passed away, and she was just a really bad fun. It was the Home for the Holidays show. It was around Christmas time, so it was either Christmas 2020 or Christmas last year.
Yeah,
might have been 2020. I remember wearing a mask and all that. Might have been 2020. I don't know. But regardless, she was. You could tell she really wasn't feeling. She just got up there. She was basically like, "Fuck all you guys and your little shows. 3 people watching everything else." And it's like I don't think she realized at that time. She was talking to a lot of people in the room. People maybe they had a show or whatever. An online show, but she was just in a bad mood. So what's your take on like if you're not feeling? I mean, obviously, if you have a paid gig or something like that, you got to go to it. But like, I mean, how do you? I mean, have you ever been in a situation? I mean, you just kind of do the game. I am too a little bit, but like. Say like your cat just died and you had a fucking big paying gig or something.
Dude, I'll do you one better. My dad had just passed. Okay. And I was a couple weeks out from doing any spots, any gigs, anything. And it was in my mind of where I'm like, no, I have to hit him live. I have to go. And I did LVT. James Killius runs that. Shout out to James Killius. That's one of my good friends, good buddy of mine. Fucking solid. If he hasn't been on the show, get him on the show. He's a fucking killer. And I wrote a whole 5-minute set on dead dad jokes. And believe it or not, I ran them by Mary.
Okay.
And nice. Because I know she'd been through a similar situation. And also Jeff Shaw. Shouts out to Jeff Shaw. Fucking killer comic from like way back. Like this is pro. He fucking travels. He does circuits with cruises and shit. Super good dude. I ran jokes by both of them. They're both fucking pro comics. You know what I mean? They pay their bills on comedy, which mazel. Like congrats to both of them.
Right. People don't realize that I mean, you got to be. Like, for example, there's, I don't know how many.
To pay your motherfucking mortgage on comedy?
Well, to have benefits, you got to be talking $100,000.
Well, first off, let's be honest. They're Cleveland comics. They ain't got no fucking.
True. So they probably don't have benefits. But that's why I look out to. I get the VA fucking hooks it up, so I don't have to worry about that shit. But like,
exactly. But no, the point is like the fact that they can. The fact that anybody can take such a dark and deep moment and create a comedic experience out of it and get to engage a crowd and bring them on board with it, dude, it's the strongest, toughest battle. But at the same time, it's so good. I will tell you right now, I have done jokes. I've done jokes. I did jokes about my dad passing, Mary obviously, and it's so fucking tough, dude. You'll leave a fucking mic, you'll leave a showcase set, you'll leave a fucking paid gig. You might cry in the motherfucking car. That's no joke. It's tough. It's so motherfucking tough. It's rough. I'm 6 months out of my dad passing, which I am so sorry for your viewers.
Oh, you're fine, brother.
But you know what I mean? And it's tough. It's surreal. The fact that you got to laugh out of it means something. It's, dude, you're playing for all the fucking marbles. And that's like, I love this motherfucking art form so goddamn much.
It's the toughest art form, they say.
It really fucking is. It really is, and there's no joke about it. Dude, you can watch a fucking cover band and have a good time. You're watching somebody who's your age, a little older, whatever, fucking around trying to copy Led Zeppelin. You're watching a 28-year-old, you're watching a 30-year-old, you're watching a 35-year-old, 40-year-old, 55-year-old bare their motherfucking heart, their life story out on stage, trying to get a laugh. A lot different. It's a lot different. It's a lot harder. You know what I mean? And because of the depth that it holds. Granted, to whoever, you know what I mean? You go up there, you do 5 fucking minutes. You know what you're hoping for? You're hoping for a laugh and that somebody follows you on fucking Instagram, maybe sees a reel and likes it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because at the end of the day, it's like this.
Yeah,
man.
Greg, the music teacher, is going to go out there, he's going to slap the bass for a fucking hour and get 4 free drinks and get to fucking party like a rock star. It's bullshit. Karen, the karaokeist, is going to show up at every fucking karaoke bar on every other fucking Tuesday and sing the same goddamn song and wish nothing but the best for herself.
We just got another super chat. Uh-oh.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
We got $10.
Christ.
All right. I gotta open up another pack of gummies, I think. So
Dude, you better slow it. Take a sip of water. I don't even know what fucking slows edibles down.
Edible time, pretty much.
Ugh.
Let's see here. Ooh, peanut butter. I'll show you the peanut butter cup.
There's no promise.
Show business, baby. This is how it works. There you go. All right, and she also had a question earlier, Miss Piggy did. How do you handle hecklers? Have you ever been heckled?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So what's so what do you engage? Like Mary, because you're from the Mary school. Mary would always engage. And that's what I love. That's one thing I do really adore about Mary's. She like if she'll see somebody and somebody says something or whatever, 2 seconds she's engaging them and she's making them the whole room laugh.
Well, yeah, you have to. You can't like fucking ignore it. You have to get after it. You know what I mean? You know what? Drew Miller, he has a show. I believe it's every Thursday. Funny Stop, Cuyahoga Falls. Shouts out to Drew Miller. He does a crowd work only show. No material at all. You go up. First couple comics come up. Whatever. Open up the show. Him and a headliner comic come through, and they will hang out on stage and wait for somebody in the audience to address. And whether it be a suggestion or a heckle on whatever, here nor there. But the point is, yeah, when something like that happens, you have to be able to pop off. You have to have one fucking kind of in the chamber ready to roll. Same thing with Jimmy Graham. Fucking names. Goddamn.
I've seen Jimmy before. I saw Jimmy up at I think Jimmy was a Funny Stop a couple times.
No, well, yeah, no. He goes there. Hilarities. He's a hilarities regular. The same thing. Jokes on you. You have to be able to kind of fucking captivate that moment. You know what I mean? If you're fucking around and somebody's like, I don't like that. You got to be able to fucking pop up because that person, first off, from the heckler standpoint, you want to be a part of the show as bad as the fucking person on stage.
Oh yeah.
So now I have to make it a point to be like, well, fuck you. Like I have to make you not embarrassed. I'm not embarrassing you or whoever the fuck. Oh, I saw you doing that.
Oh, Sam showed it on my shirt and said, but he's from Australia. So we've had people from the UK, Norway, the United States of America, Canada, and Australia chiming on the show. That's 5 different countries. Get international.
Hell
the
yeah.
Square Table Degenerates, baby. International.
That's what's up. I'll blow y'all.
That's the one thing too, Kev, is that when I started this, I thought it was gonna be local. When I say local, I figured counting just the west side. Mm-hmm. And I never thought in a million years this shit would be just a randomness of it. Because like you meet this person and they have people over here. So like there's people all around the country. Like Cody's up in Oregon. We've got people down in Texas, Alaska, California. I can think of any state in the union. That's awesome. And there's some kind of random YouTuber just hanging out. And I mean, they'll do open panels too. This
book me. Tell your fucking booker to book me. I will come to your city. I will blow you. Promise you. Especially if you have fucking Jose Cuervo.
Oh yeah.
Especially. Clear, not brown. This shit will make my face break out, and you don't want to see that as I'm going down on you. It's gonna be tough. Anyways, all right. So yeah, back to what we're saying. Tackling, dude, it's tough, but at the same time, like you got to be able to roll. You can't like somebody can't heckle you, and then you're just like, well, I don't know what they're saying, but anyway. So back, what's the deal? Like, no, you can't do that. You got to be able to fucking address it. You got to be able to fucking move on the roll, because if not, then you're gonna look like an asshole. You have to be able to address that. And like I said, you got to, it's like fucking pro wrestling. You got to be able to capitalize on that moment. If I'm doing a show, you're in the fucking crowd, and you yell out some random bullshit, and then I just pass it off like it's nothing, chances are people are going to remember that more than the rest of my set, which is sad, which isn't the best, but at the same time, it is what it is.
Right, right. Well, it's like this. If you go up there and you shit on the stage, people are going to remember that. If you go up there and talk about, the drug mart and fucking edibles, everybody has jokes about the drug mart and edibles. Nobody takes a shit in the stage. I'm not recommending you go shit in the stage. I'm just saying that's an example. It's a corollary for, what you're saying. People are going to remember the interaction with the audience. If somebody starts saying something like, hey, what's up, Trailer Park Girl? How's the, drastic rent increases tonight? Or just say, and they're gonna fucking remember that. They're not gonna remember whatever. Because at the end of the day, dude, I talked with John Brown. I don't know who John Brown is, but he,
John Brown, I love John Brown.
He's a great
Shouts out to John Brown. Shouts out to the fucking Brown Patriot podcast. I love those guys.
John was over a couple weeks ago,
man.
But I was telling him, I was like, dude, I look at this name of, it was the Cleveland County Fest or 60 City Festival or whatever. I was looking at the list of names. I was like, there's fucking 80 names in here. I don't know, maybe fucking 3 people. Because it's like at the end of the day, we're not really anything. We're nothing. You're just a random guy just chilling. We're having fun. In order to get up there, you got to show people you can make money. You got to go into a room and fucking just ball it, man. You got to be fucking funny, and you can't go up there and be too sober or be too drunk. You got to find your balance. I found that you couldn't drink anything before you go on stage. So what's your do you take 1 or 2 to do the edge off, or what's your take on that?
Sorry, I had to pause.
Oh, for sure. We're just doing a selfie for it.
We're good.
DJ Play Nice in the house. What up? What up? What up? Oh, dude, he says we got to go to Australia. Sam says you guys would do good, well in Melbourne. Excellent city for entertainment of all kinds. So we got to find a way to get to Melbourne. That's a long ass flight, son. You're talking 14 hours to Melbourne.
No, I'm doing a ship. I'm doing a cruise.
Cruise? You're gonna take the fucking boat over there,
dude,
huh?
I will.
Why don't we get a job on one of those freighter boats and we can fucking entertain the Filipino dude? And then we get to Melbourne and just fucking make up all the money we did on the trip and just fly back.
There we go.
I like it. See, the
key to play is you got to put me under. I'm telling you, I can't fly.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
you're one of those guys. Okay. So, do you think that's going to limit your career in the future? You're
no.
You're not willing to fly. So you're only going to do.
No, I'm not willing. I will fly.
Oh, you just got to get dated up. DJ Play Nice in the house. What up? What up? How you doing, brother? So you're not. Oh, so you're willing to. So when was have you flown before? Let me ask you that.
I've never flown.
You've never flown.
Never flown.
Not
I have
one
a cousin.
time.
I have a cousin who I met on 23andMe, and we are dating. She's super hot. No, I'm just kidding.
Look at those titties and shit.
Shouts out Camila. Camila, I love you. No, no, for real. She is a flight instructor, and she told me. I told her we started talking like mutually, and have a couple of pilots in the family and shit.
Okay.
And basically, she said as soon as rentals come back, like flight rental, like plane rental,
right,
that I can come through, walk into Hopkins International Airport, and fucking hop on a plane with her, and me and her can cruise around. So that's gonna be my flight therapy. Okay. So shouts out to Camille.
Now, what kind of plane is Camille working with? Are we talking a 2-seater or?
She, as far as I know, she instructs on a Cessna.
Okay.
But she's flown bigger planes as far as I know, and her boyfriend is a Delta pilot.
Okay.
So and he flies 747. Like this is a real deal. Not that she isn't, but I'm just saying she's an instructor, and that's what you learn. You know what I'm saying? You fly the Cessna. After that, you get a license, you get your hours, blah blah blah.
So many hours. You need so many flight hours. Oh my goodness. I got many buddies. Obviously, I was Air Force. So I got many buddies who, you know, used that to become pilots and shit. So I always follow their careers. My one friend,
Solid.
wait, she was 21 when he was in Iraq, and it was 2011. And she just became a pilot like last month. Like I don't know what her training thing was, but it took her a minute, bro. Like a minute.
It's a lot of work. It's no bullshit. Which it should be. No offense, it should be. You're fucking like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, flying is not driving.
Not at all. Not at all. You're responsible for a lot of shit. Well, we got a guy. Well, there's this guy, Buddy Uncle's from West Virginia.
Fuck, what were we talking about?
We
were on a tangent. We were on a rip.
We were talking about private. No, we're on private. Oh, it was Sam was talking about Melbourne and flying, and he says just take the piss out of the struggling neighborhoods in whatever city, or slang our celebrities and drink our beers, smoke our grass, and we'll love you, dude. That's how we do it, though.
Okay, that's all. Joey Eds can do the fucking Eds. You can do the edibles, and he can smoke your ass. I will not drink Foster's. I made that mistake before. I'm sorry.
Even Sam will tell you Foster's ain't good. Well, it's wild because like what.
Foster's is trash.
Well, the beauty of knowing everybody around the world, bro, is like when I went to the UK, for example. Like I had.
I won't do warm beer either. I'm sorry. You get frosty beverage. Sorry.
I drink warm beer every now and then, but it's not like my choice. Like if there's a beer, it's like,
yeah, right.
It's
a gun to your head, hostage situation.
Right. You just want to do it.
Sure.
But like when I went to the UK, bro, there was you know, I messaged people like, yo, just get some weed when we get there. You know, because obviously, you know, I'm on the air smoking weed all the time, so I got a weed reputation. I go by Joey Edibles, so you know, what I want to eventually get to. This is a good segue for you, I think, is like I want to get to where Snoop Dogg is with the weed, or where Bill Maher is with weed. Like people come to him and be like, "Hey man, what's up? I want to smoke with you. What do you think of this weed?"
Bill Maher.
I love Bill Maher, right?
Yeah.
Every
Snoop's fucking great.
Every Saturday, you know, I had Tommy Chong on the show.
I do.
That's awesome.
I do. I watched that shit. That was fucking amazing.
Nice. Dude, hey Sam, we're gonna have some fun in Australia. This is Foster's is trash. We all know Foster's is bad. We're better than that, bro.
What's that? Yeah, good. Thank God he knows. Thank God
they know.
Good.
Dude, the I'll tell you what, man, those Aussies,
Shouts out
bro.
to you, Sam. Fucking what's up with my house?
Those guys can drink. There's this one guy I follow.
Fuck yeah, they can fucking drink. They're all fucking British criminals. They're the lineage of British criminals.
Cast-offs and shit.
Yeah, they can drink.
Well,
why do you think I can drink? You're like, oh, I didn't know you had 11 beers. Yeah, I'm fucking trashed.
Sam says our craft beer is just as good as anywhere on the planet, especially in Melbourne. I don't doubt it. There's this guy.
No. Just give me your best life Pilsner, dude. We'll make it work. We'll be okay.
There's this guy I follow. His name is Scotch Down Under.
Also, shouts out to the furries, dude. Shouts out to the furries of the world. Those guys need love.
His name's Ken, and he's dude. He just sits there. He'll do like 10-hour streams, just fucking sip whiskey, sip scotch all day.
Jesus.
I'm like, how the fuck?
I'm a gin guy. Do you drink like that? You don't do that.
I don't drink at all.
You're
yeah.
green friend, right?
Yeah. I'm just a weed guy. Yeah. Even if I drank, I never fuck with liquor, dude. I just
really.
Dude,
you don't like a nice cocktail?
Well, dude, I was always excessive. Like I'm a man of excess.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like as you
came here, but
like I would take it to the extreme. Like if I got, especially if I got drunk, I tend to lose time. We always had this thing in the service. We had phases, like you would call crossing over, and then losing time. Crossing over is where you get drunk, you don't remember what you're doing.
Sure.
And losing time is where you completely black out. You know what I mean? They call it losing time because you lost that time in your life.
Sure.
And I would just get like that with liquor. Like you wake up like, God damn, what the fuck did I do? Where am I at? You know what I mean? It's like,
see, I've gone there, but I've always been. It's always sporadic. It's like a party. Like last week, I had a Halloween party. I drank half a bottle of fucking gin, and then I had at least 5 Miller High Life.
Nice. Miller High Life. Oh, is that just the beer you brought? I mean, because the Miller Lite, that's what I ended up drinking. That was my last really good session. Like I'm a Miller
supporter for sure.
The High Life was it was all right, I guess, but the Miller Lite was way good. Miller Lite was a good beer.
It's solid beer, but no, man, like that's the thing. Like I have to get to that point where I'm like blacking out. I'm missing points in time and shit like that. But no, any other time, like I'm cool. Like tonight, I've had. Jesus, this has to be my 12th, and I've had 3 shots since I've been on the show, so we're talking 15 alcoholic beverages.
It's a lot.
It is a lot, but I carry it well.
Right. Well, at the end of the day, it's like this, man. You gotta. I mean, if I was to, pine, if I had 3 shots and fucking 15 beers, even in my prime. Well, see, I would kill 18 to 24 beers a day back when I was in college. I didn't give a fuck. I mean, it was just everyday thing. Let you know.
No, for me, that's an event. That's an event.
Right, but it's like I would the 3 shots would just fuck me, bro. I don't know what it was about liquor. We would always play games like Dusty Bottle. We're just, hey, give me the dustiest bottle on that shelf and give me a shot of it. And it would always be like Old Granddad or something, just something heinous.
See, that's tough. And I don't do the games. I don't do any shit like that. Like I'm playing Pong at a house party or whatever. Which, by the way, that shows you what a piece of shit I am. I'm 28 years old. I'm still like, if I play Pong, like I do water cups. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna fucking like, oh, you sick shot, I better do it. No. I'm gonna drink at my own leisure. You know what I'm saying? Like I do that shit. But no, as far as liquor is concerned, I can't do whiskey. I can't even do gold tequila. I can't. I'm a clear guy. I have to do clear
Crown
tequila.
liquor was always bad. Crown Royal too was always so heinous. Like people love that Crown. You like that Crown? I never liked it. I never liked
I'm not opposed to it, but it's not my go-to. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't do brown liquor. I can't do gold tequilas. I have to do clear liquor.
Do you remember? Do they still make this? Because I haven't drank liquor in a while. But like in the 90s.
Swear to God, if you say bullshit.
I was gonna say something along those lines, but Aftershock. Do they still make that?
Aftershock?
Aftershock came. It was a cinnamon liqueur.
Oh, jeez.
And it came in a bottle with little candies in it. Do you remember that? They still have that?
Yeah. And that is the most white trash shit ever. I'm sorry. If I'm being 100% honest. If you drink that shit, you are on your 3rd divorce. You're losing your fucking kids. Your car got towed the day before. It's rough. It is super fucking rough. It is a lot going on for you. If we were hanging out, and you're like, hey, dude, I got some for you to drink. You have these 3 bottles. You have Everclear, you have Tito's, you have Jose. You're a man of class because you're like, I wanna have my guests have a good time. If I showed up and you had a bottle of Aftershock here, I'm ordering an Uber. I'm leaving. That's like hey, you might get molested tonight. Also, you might not make it out of here. Like you have Aftershock. Like fuck, what's the problem, buddy? Are you going through some shit? Like it's tough, dude.
And they had another one called Earthquake. Do you remember Earthquake? It was like a bright blue.
No, and also I'm not sure.
Oh, maybe it was Avalanche. Maybe it was Avalanche. It was called Avalanche.
Either way, it all sounds like a bad time. I'm not doing it. No.
There was the only time I remember drinking Aftershock when we bought a bottle. It was in '98.
Peach Crown is good. Aftershock. Well, I'm sorry. I have to read.
Oh, for sure. Aftershock regrew.
Peach Crown is good. Okay, he hits his wife. That's fine. That's fine.
No, there was a shortage of that for a while there. The fucking Peach Crown, wasn't it? Or Green Apple, Crown Green Apple.
My brother-in-law's a hillbilly.
Okay, here we go. Sam asks, what was the first gig you ever went to, and what was your latest? So yeah, describe your first mic that you ever went to.
My first open mic was a mixed mic. So if you don't know anything about that, mixed mic is a lot of different. What do they call it?
It's like some guy comes up and plays a guitar, another guy comes up and does a puppet thing. Okay, like a talent show almost. Okay.
Yeah. That is a beautiful way to describe it. Thank you. Multimedia. It is different fucking forms of entertainment. So I was at this bar that had an open mic, and they had different forms of entertainment. A lot of them being music, which sucked because I was like fucking number 7 or 8 on the lineup, and it was like fucking. There's a whole bunch of dads with guitars, and they're doing covers, and they're doing own original songs. And so it's like you have a whole bunch of people vibing out to music, and then you have me coming up to fucking tell you about the story of me buying a phone at Verizon. And nobody was interested. I literally was such a catty piece of shit that I stood there while people were talking. I'm on stage. This is 7 fucking music acts and me, boom, right here. And I go, I'll wait for people to be quiet. I felt like the shittiest substitute teacher. I was a piece of shit. It sucked so bad. But I did it. I got off. The bar manager and the dude that was running the open mic and a couple other people came up to me and were like, oh my God, dude, like it's so good. We want you to keep coming back. Like we need comedy here. And you know,
that's a very good thing, man.
Going, but dude, it was god awful. It was so fucking bad.
But if you hit, so you had to do reasonably well on the first mic. Because if you don't, I've noticed this a lot of it. You hear people like, oh, they did one mic and they didn't really do good. If you don't hit at least some laughs in that first mic, you're never gonna come back.
Well, there's also people that are fucking delusional. I also ran a fucking room in that room. I ran the mic in that room for a showcase, and it went well. It was cool, but also it was like I was in a college town. It was tough. It was, you know, college had let out, so the room got fucking spacey. It was weird, but the point is like, dude, that is beginnings of comedy. That is shit that you do, and I don't want to run an open mic. It's fucking rough.
Right. Nate, what's up, brother? Happy Marine birthday this month, man. Yes,
Jesus Christ, that shouts out to Nate.
Nate's
You're
a good
a Marine,
Nate's,
I'm sorry.
Nate's a good dude, bro. I like Nate. Nate's
I'm
a
sure
really
he
good
is.
dude.
He's a fucking Marine. I'm sorry. Jesus. I'm sure he's seen a lot of shit. I'm sure he's hooked up with a lot of girls that have fetishes. I'm sure he's also tried to blow air into a fucking deflated tire with his mouth.
And I'm sure he's partying till 5:30 in the morning, having to show up for work at 6, because that's how the Marines do it. They fucking fight. That's all they do.
He's drinking Bushmills right now and also fucking rolling his own cigarettes. I'm sure. Shouts out to Nate.
My first mic was that I told you about the comedy cabin. I was called High and Dry. The Bill Squire.
Which, by the way, you are fucking blessed. When you told me your lineup, dude, truly,
right.
Blessed.
I walked in there, bitch, like there's 3 people who are making their career off of comedy.
Do you know what the fuck I would do to open from Jerry or Bill at a club?
Right.
Do you understand? You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that you got to do a fucking like quote unquote open mic with them is crazy.
Right. It's such a wild experience, man.
Yeah, no, and like they're fucking awesome. And I mean, not to get back on this, I'm sure we're fucking 20 minutes off from that conversation.
Oh, we talk about whatever the hell we want.
Yeah, I know. I got But you know, the fact that you got to work with some of Cleveland's fucking greatest, dude, that is killer. That is killer. Because I'm telling you, Mary's gonna blow up.
She will. It's just a matter of time. Because Mary has that. Well, Mary's she doesn't talk about the politics, which is what you need to be real. In 2022, if you're talking primarily about politics, you're gonna get pigeonholed. You're gonna get put into the Crowder or whatever. I mean, if you want to do that, it's fine, I guess. But like, if you want to make it to that Jerry Seinfeld, that George Carlin, that Chris Tucker.
It's not even that, dude. Hold on. Let's put a pin in that. You can find videos of Robert Kelly, one of the best comics out of New York, talking about Bill Squire and how good he is. You can find videos of Bert Kreischer, Burnt Crystals, talking about how good Bill Squire is. Mary's on the road right now. Dude, give it fucking 5 years. Mary is gonna be fucking cream of the fucking crop. She's gonna be killing it. Dude, you're smoking a joint. Yeah, how many fucking edibles have you ate? I'm worried about your health.
Dude, what your tolerance is with liquor is probably mine with weed, bro. Hey, take it easy, Shredder. See you, brother.
But the point is like, dude, like Cleveland is fucking amazing.
You do got some talent here, man. Some talent. I think
a lot of fucking talent. Like I said, Jasmine Carter's out in fucking California. She's booking hella gigs. She's going apeshit on gigs. I mean, and I'm talking commercial gigs. Like that's cool. Like that's amazing from a comedic standpoint. And these are all 3 of my biggest influences. Excuse me. I'm sorry, Jose's getting me. To start doing this shit.
Dude, Mary used to work at the Wink and Lizard right across the street from my work, the Federal Building. So I knew Mary before I even started comedy. It was so when I went up there, I said, I didn't know you do comedy. This is before, this is 2017. She wasn't on the radio yet. So it's like I did that, and then she hooked me up a couple times at the Wink Lizard because there was a couple times they were probably getting ready to kick me out. Also lit.
Not you.
Not me. But dude, that Browns opening game of September 2018 when they played Pittsburgh, it was fucking raining. Dude, I got lit. I was going through a rough time, so I wasn't like the marriage wasn't so hot. So I had my side piece drive me off downtown, and I had my buddy meet me down there, and I was already drunk, and I kept drinking, and I got cut off. Mary said no more, and because they were gonna kick me out, but they said let him stay, you just can't drink. So that was cool. But like we ended up tying. It was pouring rain, and my phone died, and I had no way to get home. So I ended up fucking hitchhiking, bro. It was the only time in my life I remember hitchhiking. And I got dropped off at this fucking gas station in Parma. And then, it was some gas station like State Road in Parma. And so I was just standing there. I was just waiting. I was like, fuck, my phone's dead. In hindsight, I could have just went inside the fucking bar. And here we go. How's Louis C.K. doing these days? He says. Well, we'll get to Louis C.K. Let me finish the story real quick.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah, so I was at this gas station. and I saw this guy just walking in, and I saw he's a little lost. I was like, "What's up, man?" And he's like, "I'm going to Cleveland Clinic. If you can get, and I saw it, so I was like, in exchange for directions to the clinic, he took me home, but I was clear west. He had to go out to fucking the main campus, which is clear on the east side. So he drove me home. In hindsight, I could have just went to the fucking gas station and had him call home, but I was fucking lit, yo, lit. I was.
Sounds like.
All right,
what the fuck is she saying?
Kevin,
do people what?
Oh, Kevin, do people throw their underwear on stage? Are people waiting to provide services to you because she's basically saying, do you like have groupies? Is there anybody you ever get
dude, male groupies? I have a lot of fun.
Male groupies, he says. A lot of gay guys are giving assholes pretty much.
I don't know about that, but yeah, dude, a lot of guys are into me. I don't know. I don't. I've been told recently, good buddy of mine, no, I don't want to say it. Jesus Christ, DJ J Brown, good buddy of mine, solid fucking comic. He's a young ass kid. He's the man, dude. I fucking love this kid for sure. And he's just like, you're a bottom. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, no, I'm not. I'm a married straight dude, man. What are you talking about? But yeah, I don't know. I guess I give off that fucking vibe. No women. I have a lot of
dude, I'll tell you what.
I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. But yeah, it's like it's autistic women and gay men that are like, you're hot. I'm like, no, dude, stop.
I get a lot of women who still really like Def Leppard and Motley Crue. They really dig Joey Adams.
I can see that, dude. If you had a fucking mullet, you'd be killing the game right now.
Oh, for sure. I'm never gonna. Well, I'm bald up top, so I can't grow my hair. That's why I work camps all the time.
How do you feel?
No, me and you in the same boat. We're
I'm not throwing it.
Right.
That's
but
for you to
dude, the comedy though, I'll tell you what, man. If you're a guy out there and you're having trouble with women, just do one mic. You ain't gotta be good. Just get up there. If there's one chick who's remotely attracted to you, you could probably smash after the show. That's how. Or it's intoxicating to chicks. I'm not gonna lie. I've talked to many, and they say that just because it's confidence. Let's be real. Getting up there on stage and talking to people, even doing YouTube, just like people watching your life, what you're doing, what you're talking about. It takes a lot of confidence to do this stuff like that. And a lot of women dig confidence. A lot of women do. They really do. So like, if a lot of these guys just dress like shit, if they just throw on a nice button up and fucking, look serviceable, fuck, they could probably get so much soup, pussy soup, bro. I don't know. It is what it is.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
If you want to do it
but at the same time, like, I didn't get in to do this.
Right, you're not doing it for ass. You're just doing it.
And that's weird. That's extremely weird. If you were like, yo, I want to be stand-up comedy to get plus, like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is really wrong with you?
Right.
That's extremely deep. That's
right. It can't be the major motive. But I mean, at the end of the day, if you're a single swinging bachelor, you're not going to turn down a bar chick, I guess. I mean, a barmaid or something if you're on the road.
I guess, but also I'm gonna party. Feel like, oh yeah, no. I just crushed this mic. I just did 10 great minutes. Also, I get some pussy. I'll be like, okay.
All right, so back to one question. What was the last mic you did?
The last one I did? Probably Secret Society.
Okay.
Yeah, which is a great showcase. That is probably one of the best showcase. No. For sure. That is the best showcase going on in Cleveland, Ohio right now. Secret Society. Run by David Horning.
Met David, nice guy.
David's awesome. David Horning, Jeremy Demery, Brian Cernick, and I run the door for those shows.
Okay.
But honestly, though, that is the best fucking showcase happening in Cleveland. I mean, we're talking out-of-state talent. We are talking secret drop-ins. Dude, it doesn't stop. I mean, from some of the best fucking locals in Cleveland doing spots to out-of-state greats. I mean, fuck. Mark Norman was on one of the Secret Society comedy shows. Like, what those guys have cultivated is fucking amazing. I'm happy to be a part of it. It's every Saturday. It's a different venue. It's at 11:30, roughly. But But I mean, we're talking different venues. We're talking different headliners. We're talking
Right.
different hosts. We're talking, different drop-ins. We had Andrew Ruddick come through a couple weeks ago, which, by the way, Cincinnati comic. Shouts out to Andrew Ruddick. Amazing. Hannah, I'm gonna butcher her last name. I'm so sorry. Lundgren, I believe. Amazing. Like, dude, we're talking club vets. We're talking out-of-state touring comics who are so fucking beyond the point of like fame and celebrity when we're talking comics.
Right. Popping in, killing it.
Yeah, dude, it's can't miss. It cannot fucking miss.
My last mic was I still haven't been on stage since before the pandemic. We had one, it was February 29th, 2020. That was a fun fucking show. I organized up here at the VFW Hall in North Olmsted. And it was me, Josh Guerreri, Josh Sprague. Who else was up there? Don was up there. Don headline. He got drunk. He fucked up the headline spot. Don Shear. Mayo was up there.
Anthony Mayo?
Yeah, Mayo's one of my good buddies. He's one of the degenerates. He's been on the show. He used to come up the show. He was the first like when somebody couldn't make it, he would always make it. Blaze, hell yeah.
If makes you better, you don't turn me on. What?
Oh, he was talking. That was 4 minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's like
12:25. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know. No, Anthony Mayo, dude.
Mayo's been killing it. He's been killing it, bro. He's been fucking killing it.
Not only has he been killing it, he is one of the most genuine motherfucking people ever.
We've taken road trips. And my first time doing shrooms, I was with Mayo. We went to it was opening day last year for the Browns playing Kansas City, and I was like, dude, just give me a bunch of shrooms. I gave him like $200, and we fucking gave him like a half. I think I took a quarter, like right when we got in the van, and then we were just it was so fucking fun. It was so fun. We were at some rest stop in I think Indiana or right in the Ohio Indiana border. And we were all fucking tripping balls on the shrooms. We get out of the car and we're all walking. And there's this fucking guy. We all saw it too. He's had to been fucking 400 pounds, 500 pounds. He looked like that fucking, you ever seen those old fat hillbillies he used to wrestle back in the 70s? He looked like those guys. And he just walked, but then we looked at him, he just totally disappeared. We had no clue where he went. We all saw this thing. We were all fucking tripping. So Mayo goes into the fucking gas station, gets a burger, and we're standing outside, just bullshitting, smoking, whatever. And he fucking eats the burger. And my buddy's still taking a shit. He goes in and gets another burger and comes out and eats that shit. So we're killing fucking 2 fucking gas station burgers in the fucking whole time. Mike, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Mike from Wicked Insanity. Oh yeah, we're just all killing it. So what does the future hold for you? Are you trying to make this full time? Would that be your ultimate goal? Are you trying to still do it part time for now? I mean, eventually, would you like to be on TV, movies? What sing? What are you trying to do, man?
Dude, if I'm being 100% honest, my biggest goal, if I have one, is just being a solid club comic.
Okay.
I want to be able to drop into any club throughout the country, just be able to get time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I love this shit. I love art. Nothing is better than this. Nothing is better than this. And if I am able to do that, I am so incredibly happy. Comedy is an art form. It should be respected. It should be protected. It should be, on everybody's radar. I understand if it's not, but that's my end all be all. I would love to. I mean, granted, like, don't get me wrong. Like, let's talk about pipe dreams. I'd love to be in a fucking movie. Of course. I would love to do voiceover acting. Of course. But if I could just drop in at the fucking Comedy Store,
right,
tight 7.
Like you're just on random vacation in fucking, I don't know, Billings, Montana. Sure. And you're watching a comedy show and somebody sees you and he's, hey, Joey Edibles and Kevin Morrison, why don't you come up here and say how you doing? That's fucking life right there. That's what I'm talking about, where people are always chasing money. They're always chasing money. Oh, I need money. I mean, you'll see these comics out there charge $5 for a fucking show, same 10 people on every show, $15 or $20 or what, maybe they get people in with pizza, whatever. But they'll chase every last dime, every last cent. I'm not about that. And chase that fame. Chase that fame. You ain't gotta worry about the money. You just do whatever you want. People are bringing shit to you. That's why I'm always yapping my name. I'm always pushing the weed thing. I'm always doing that because, like, At the end of the day, I just want to be able to have fun and smoke a lot of good weed for fucking free, as you know, in exchange for my funniness as an entertainer. You know what I mean? Because if we get to that level, yeah, I mean, Snoop Dogg, what does he do all day? He probably doesn't do shit. But he just has people give him weed. You know, he isn't fucking, you know, cut it. He just go, hey, yo, every fucking 6 months. He's paying another $5 million. You know what I mean? Think about that lifestyle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I don't like. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure it probably sounds corny. Like, fuck the fame. I don't care. Like, what I want to be a great comic. I want to be a great comic. I want to be a George Carlin. I want to be a
great
Doug
comic, George
Stanhope.
Carlin. Would you ever see George Carlin live?
No,
I saw him in the year 2001.
Way too young.
I saw him. It was like a week after.
You saw him live?
Yeah, down at the Playhouse. It was a week after September 11th because I remember he had his whole set ready to go, and they had added a joke about September 11th right after that because it was like September 19th, 2001. Remember that? Yeah, great show though. Fucking banger, man. Carlin was a fucking legend, dude. Legend. Pushing them barriers and just fucking killing it.
He is, man. And that's what it is. It's like comics taking chances. Like those are the people that are gonna make it. You know, you play it safe and kind of push your foot around and you know, blah blah blah, like all that shit. Like it's only gonna get you so far. Like it's cool, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it's like you have to be able to kind of push a boundary.
You do. You got to make people uncomfortable, groan, and maybe laugh a little bit. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about laughter. But if you can make them, that's why I like. I keep people out of their comfort bubble.
You have to push a controversial idea, but you have to be able to bring them on board.
You have to do it tactfully. A lot of people don't have tact. They think pushing the boundaries is just swearing and this and that. It's not. It's art form.
Yeah.
So, but like you said, bringing them in and then just fucking crushing it and making them laugh if they find it funny. You know?
Bring them on with that idea. Get them on board. If you don't have them on board at the end of the night, they'll just be like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck that dude was doing. Or you know, I don't know what she was about. But that's what it is you have to be able to bring them on board, get them on your side, and kind of play the game with them.
Fuck yeah, man.
Because if not, then you're not doing comedy. And I don't give a fuck what your bit or set is. That's what you have to fucking do.
Oh, yeah. So what? How do people get a hold of you, bro? You got any social media? You got TikTok, Instagram, all that crap? What's
yeah. I got TikTok. I have Instagram and Facebook. Facebook is Kevin Morrison. Instagram is Kevin Morrison Comedy, and TikTok is also Kevin Morrison Comedy.
Outstanding. When is your next show? What do you got coming up?
Tomorrow night I have the Elks Lodge in Parma, and then I have John Huff show out in Youngstown, which is East Side Civic Center.
That's a drive, yo. Youngstown's a fucking haul.
Yeah,
I've been noticing a lot of Youngstown Warren shows, which is good for that area, but like.
Yeah, no, man, it's fucking cool, man. It's cool out there. They want it. They want comedy. But yeah, John Huff show out in Youngstown, East Side Civic Center, and then later that night on Saturday it is Secret Society Comedy Show. Mahal's Lanes 2020.
Nice. I like Mahal's good bowling alley.
Mahal's is fucking sick. Mahal's in Lakewood. And yeah, that's it.
Nice. So we'd like to thank Mr. Kevin Morrison for coming out today. Be sure to join us live Thursday, the 10th, okay, at 2 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. UK time. And if anybody from the UK is still watching this replay, remember, November 10th is Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. UK time. Samantha Fox is going to be live right here at Square Table Degenerates. He doesn't remember Samantha Fox because he's way too young, but just Google Samantha Fox. You Google everything about Samantha Fox. Google Samantha Fox, topless, etc., etc. You're going to love it. She's a phenomenal woman. She's married to a woman that's a wild wife. So you're going to have a fucking blast in that show. And we'll talk to you guys later. Appreciate you for coming out, man. Bye.